Dunlap, a world-class motivational speaker, as we sit here and call this Success by the Lake. As you sit by the lake, as you have your cup of coffee or drinking, whatever you're drinking, I want you to have successful thoughts about what I'm about to share with you today. Last week I shared with you some excerpts from another book, but this week it's going to be no less than exciting and beneficial to wherever you are today. But today's lesson will be brought to you by this author, Dr. David Swartz, The Magic of Thinking Big, or The Magic of Big Thinking. Sometimes, like Les Brown says, sometimes we set the bar too low and hit, as opposed to setting the bar too high and miss. That's right. So if you're setting the bar low enough just to hit it, you're not raising the bar. But this book here is going to cause you to raise the bar, elevate your thinking, to think on another level. So guess what? You can get ready to go to another level. How about that? So let me share with you 3 ways that you can harness and develop your ideas. That's right. Everybody say 3 ways to harness and develop my ideas. So there are 3 ways in which Dr. David Swartz talk about in his book, The Magic of Thinking Big, that you can harness, that's right, grab hold of and latch hold onto and develop. Think about pictures. When you take a picture, back in the day, you had to go through a process of developing. But you know what? As you harness it and as you develop it, guess what? Your ideas will come from an idea and go to a reality. So what's the first point he says right here? Don't let your ideas escape. Sometimes we get an idea and we let it escape. Some people call it a fleeting thought. But I heard a guy say a long time ago, the best time is to write it down. It's not the best, a long memory is one thing, but if you take a short pencil and write it down, guess what? It's better than that long memory. So a short pencil is better than a long memory. Don't let your ideas escape. Hold on to them. How do you do that? Sometimes at night, I heard, years ago, that if an idea comes to you in the middle of the night, wake up, write it down, and then go back to sleep. That's right. We want you to don't let your ideas escape, according to Dr. David Swartz. Number 2, review your ideas. That's right. After you write all your ideas down, go back and review them from time to time. Don't just write something down and throw it away. Write it down. It's like being in school. You take notes. Guess what? You want to go back and review your notes. So when the test time comes, guess what? You can pass the test. When you write down your ideas may not be for right now. They may be for later. That's right. Most of your ideas will be for later. But if you go ahead and write those ideas down, so when the time comes, oh, by the way, this is 2020. When the time comes in 2021, what you wrote down in 2020 will come to fruition in 2021. So again, he says, write your ideas down. Don't let them escape. The next thing he wants you to do is to review your ideas. That's it. Go back and review them. So as long as the idea has promise, keep it. If the idea has promise, has potential, see, when you have an idea, it's potential. When you act on the idea, it becomes kinetic. So potential energy is writing down your ideas. Kinetic energy is acting on your ideas. How about that? Number 3, he says, cultivate and fertilize your idea. It's like planting a tree or planting shrubs or planting flowers. When you dig a hole in the ground, and you fertilize the area that you're going to put your plant or your tree. And guess what? When you put the tree inside there and you pack it back in with the dirt, or soil, guess what? You want to water it. You want to cultivate it. Farmers know this best. They don't just plant a seed and expect fruit to come out the next day. No, they plant the seed, they water it, and then wait. I.e. Tyler Perry, he said that. Plant, water, wait. When you plant and you water it and you cultivate it, guess what? You are preparing. Say, I'm preparing. That's right. You're preparing for a harvest. That's right. As you plant, water, and wait, you're preparing for what's coming forth. So number 3, according to Dr. David Swartz, he says, cultivate it and fertilize your idea. When you cultivate it and you fertilize it, guess what? You're investing in your idea. When you learn to invest in your idea, you're prepared for what you are seeing that shall come into a reality. Some other tidbits he wrote here, he said here, right here. These are some other tools that you can use when you think creatively. Say, I will think. That's right, think success. I will think because I am success. When you think creatively, guess what? Here are some tools that you can use. Number 1, wow, I like this. Believe it can be done. You've got to believe it can be done. That's half the battle, is believing it. That's right. If you're going to start a project, believing it can be done, it's already done. If you're going to film a movie, believing it's going to be done, it's already done. If you're going to start a business, if you believe it can be done, it's already done. That's half the battle. Believing a solution paves the way to a solution. Today we're dealing with this COVID-19. The guys out there who try to come up with a vaccine, or an antidote, guess what? They believe they can come up with it. And you know what? They're going to come up with it. You know why? Because they believe they can. Whatever you believe in, you will act on. But if you don't believe it, you won't act on it. If you believe you are a success, guess what? You will practice on succeeding. Football season is upon us. Baseball season just started. Basketball season just rekindled. And guess what? Boxing has never ended. But you know what? If you believe that you can win, guess what? You've already won. How about that? Here's another point. He says that tools that you can use while you think creatively. Number 2, he says, don't let tradition paralyze your mindset. Don't let tradition. A lot of times you may hear people say, you know what? Oh, it can't be done. I've done it that way before. No, things are changing and evolving and improving every single day. And as you upgrade your level of thinking, guess what? You can see a little farther, go a little faster, and arrive at a better destination. So he says this right here. Do not be mindful of this. Do not let tradition paralyze your mind, because tradition is something in the past. But something new and innovative is in the future. Guess what? You're in the present. You've been to the past, but you're going innovatively to the future. That's right. This is Corey P. Dunlap, a world-class motivational speaker, share with you some golden nuggets by Dr. David Swartz. The magic of thinking big. Thinking big. Don't think small, but think big. Here's number 4. Number 3, ask yourself daily, how can I do better? Good is the enemy of best. Best is the enemy of better. When you do something good, you can get better. When you do better, you can become to a place of best, of your best. But even at your best, you know what? You can get better. So don't stop at good. Don't stop at best. Stop at better. Because guess what? Better is a continuum. It never gets best. Best stops at best, but better always desire to get better. How about that? Number 4, ask yourself, how can I do more? Don't just say, I'm at my limit. Don't start a project and say, this is all I can do. Ask yourself, what else can I do? I use the analogy of going inside the weight room. If you want to get stronger, you got to add on more weight. As you add on more weight, you will get stronger. That's right, you will get stronger. So ask yourself, can I get stronger? Yes, the answer is yes. Can I do more? The answer is yes. Can I do better? The answer is yes. Can I do more? Yes, the answer is yes. Everybody say yes. Say, yes, I can. You've heard that before. Yes, you can. You can do more. Number 5, he says this right here. Practice asking and listening. Ask and listen, and you'll obtain material for reaching sound decisions. Practice asking and listening. You know, you have not sometimes because you ask not. And sometimes you ask for the wrong reasons. But when you listen intuitively and you listen with great anticipation, you put yourself in a position to not only ask, but guess what? You're listening. You're listening to what's being said. If you're in sales today, how can you sell a product if you don't know what people want to buy? You're going to know what they want to buy by listening, paying attention, and guess what? You'll be able to ask the right questions and provide the right solution. Everybody said the right solution. That's right, the right solution. Some people say that practice makes perfect. I beg to differ. Only perfect practice makes perfect. When you practice and practice and practice and practice and practice and practice, I just read somewhere recently that said, you know what? Championships are not given in the ring. Guess what? You become a champion long before you get to the ring. You only get the trophy or get the prize or get the belt once you get to the ring and you demonstrate what you have been preparing for, like that farmer. If you're preparing for trees, fruit, guess what? You have to plant a seed first. That's right, preparation. That's right, nothing beats preparation. That's another lesson. We'll get there another day. Here's number 6. Stretch your mind. Wow. Stretch your mind. When you think about a rubber band, stretch your mind. Stretch your thinking. When you see, here's a rubber band. In fact, here's a rubber band here, and on this rubber band it says, I am success. When you stretch it, guess what? You can put more inside of it. But whatever you don't stretch, it will disintegrate, crumble up, and evaporate. So you have to learn how to stretch your mind. Your mind between this ear and that ear, inside of this globe, this hemisphere, the left and the right side, you have the ability to expand and stretch and think greater things. Think big. The magic of thinking big. It may seem like magic, but it's not magic when you put these principles into play. That's right. When you learn how to put these things in play, you know what happened? It may seem like magic, but guess what? It's not magic if you prepare for it. That's right. Most people in life may not get what they want in life, but they will get what they prepare. So my question today is, what are you preparing for? Do you have the ability to think on another level? Are you surrounding yourself with people who are thinking positive and not thinking negative? That's right. Birds of a feather flock together. Eagles, hey, I'm a bald eagle today. Eagles fly with eagles, but chickens will peck with chickens. I want to encourage you today to hang around other eagles and fly like an eagle, soar like an eagle, and like those clouds behind me, you will use those clouds and the wind beneath your wings to go to another level, raise the bar, go farther, go faster, and arrive at a better destination. It's yours truly, Corey P. Dunlap, a world-class motivational speaker, live on location here. We call it Success by the Lake. Visit me online at eagletakeoff.com. Write me a letter at corey.dunlap@bellsoft.net or eagletakeoff1@gmail.com. And as always, remember this, no matter where you are, if you're in Atlanta, Georgia, if you're in Miami, Florida, if you're in Dubai, if you're in South Africa, no matter where you are in this whole world, remember this, that the eagle only lands just to take off. And I'm gone. See you next time. Take care.